Hi, my name is Megan Tergano, and today I'm going to do a speech on students taking a life skills class before graduating high school. And this is my audience. Who here was ready to adult right after high school? Did any of you guys know what credit is or how to do your own taxes? Well, when I got out of high school, or when I was in high school, I was 16 and I got my first credit card, and I was $3,000 in debt with a credit score below 600. At the time, I didn't think it was a big deal, only because I wasn't aware of how credit would affect me later on in the future. I also didn't know the importance of voting and only became a registered voter 2 years ago, and I'm 27 years old. If there was a life skills class requirement for me to graduate, I wouldn't be in my current situation that I was and still is, which is being in debt. A class to introduce me how to open a bank account, what credit is, or simply why saving money is important would be beneficial to me. Unfortunately, the mere possession of a high school diploma does not guarantee that students are ready to become productive workers or to pursue post-secondary credentials, stated by Preparing Students for Life Beyond High School 2019. A high school's main goal for students is to prepare them for college, to teach them how to take tests, and simply give them the idea of how college should be. The main issues many students find when leaving high school and entering the real world is that unless they are taught by their parents, students have no understanding of how to cook, manage their money, pay taxes, or even exercise their right to vote. Malayan, 2018. In this photo here, it's a chart of student scores before and after a life skills class, and you can tell that their scores were way better in time management, responsibility, problem solving, collaboration, communicating, and just in general had better scores. When I got out of high school, I got an interview for a big girl job and I had no idea what to expect. The only thing I knew what to do was to dress to impress. But the interview in itself was boring and it wasn't intriguing to the employer. Also, I had an interview not too long ago and the other interviewees were dressed in street clothes. Were they not taught to dress to impress in high school? The survey reveals that high schools lack adequate financial knowledge. 2013 states the cynical nature of sending students into the real world without sufficient financial education is leaving the next generation unprepared for the challenges they'll face as adults. According to my nephew, Rusty Takmo, 23, he did not know what credit card was or how to use it. He also did not know about loans or taxes and the importance of saving money and budgeting. Schools should educate young adults on this just to be a little prepared. Because I lacked these basic skills, I learned the hard way through experience, which has resulted me in having ridiculous debt, not taking advantage of 401k, and simply wasting money on people to do my taxes. Taking a financial literacy class can be very beneficial to the young adults entering the real world. Data released from the financial industry regulatory authorities, Investor Education Foundation, which seeks to promote financial literacy, Schwartz 2016, reveal his students who are required to take a personal financial class have better average credit scores and less delinquency rates. If high schools do not make it a requirement for graduating, then students should consider taking the class to further their knowledge in adulting to help them become more successful. If students do not take the class, there is a good chance that they will not be in the same position as I was and have better credit scores and less debt. Some students think that they do not need this extra life skills class. In Malayan, 2018, a student states that I do not think it is necessary to have a life skills class. because we already have counselors and educational advisors to help us with these type of questions in the future. Although maybe a club would be more beneficial. Senior Guila Isoko. Another student, Lizzie Thompson, a sophomore, says, life experience and advice from parents and other helpful adults will get you much further than any class would ever take you. Thompson, 2017. Yes, one may not learn everything in life in this class, and experience is definitely key to play a huge role in life lessons. But with this, there is potential for less mistakes given the knowledge gained from it. Some people will agree that this class can make a difference in one's life for the better, and others will disagree and think this class is a complete waste of time because experience is key. Now imagine if young adults took this class. They would thrive and be aware of their spending to make smarter choices and simply be a better adult. Of course, one class wouldn't teach someone how to handle their money and credit right away, but they will know the benefits and consequences of it all. Students will be more prepared to handle problems after high school, knowing about taxes, insurance, and probably even vote. After understanding all the benefits of this class, we should all spread awareness to our young cousins, friends, anyone in high school to advise them to take advantage of life skills class or financial classes offered at their high school. If not, they can start by asking their parents or some type of role model for guidance to prepare themselves for life after high school. Students in high school are taught how to prepare for college. What they are not educated on is the real world after that. Taking a life skills class can be assistance. Students will be more responsible and ready to tackle problems as they get older. They probably will make less mistakes and know how to handle financial issues and spend less. To be successful, most kids do not learn about collateralized debt, but they need to know how to open a bank account, how much they need to save each month to reach their goals, and if they borrow this money, how much they will need to pay it back. Schwartz, 2016. So, do you want your kids to struggle or be ready for the real world? If so, teach them, influence them, or advise them to take a life skills class.